In just 15 minutes, I'm going to give you the most detailed tutorial you've ever seen on how to achieve these boho French curl braids. Anyone can do this hairstyle at home and save up to $500. Make sure you watch this video to the end to get all of the steps down accurately. Hi guys, I'm about to get some braids and I really don't have a lot of time to spend on this hair. I have 6 hours. My target time is 6 hours. I don't know what the exact time is, but I know we are starting before 8 a.m. First off, I have some combs. This is my parting comb. I have this brush and then I have this comb for combing out each section. Then I have some oil. This is amla oil. I've been using this for a while. I have some hairspray. This is for my extensions. For extensions, I have 2 options. I want to do French curl braids now, but this was not my first option. My first option was boho braids. So I had gotten some extensions to do my boho braids. These are the extensions I got. I'm not working with that today, but I'm working with this. Now, when I was doing some findings, trying to find out the best hair to use for French curls, I saw a lot of recommendations on Lush, and I'm actually going to be braiding myself. So I was like, let me try them out, as opposed to buying the raw bundles, which were looking like the same thing, if we're being honest. So I want to try these out. I got 2 packs. Color is color 130. Can you see? A mixture of both. And the reason I got this is because I like the color mix. I didn't want black. I do black a lot. So let's get started with the work. I need to put this one away. I didn't show you guys, I got super glue. So I also have super glue to secure the ends of the braids when I do each section. For the braids, I want to start braiding and then end the braids where my hair ends, or a little after my hair, so that I have more curls. I tried this the last time and my hair is quite long, so the braid just kept going. But let's try it again and see how it comes out. So my super glue is here. Yeah, before starting my braids, I had to oil my scalp and take down these cornrows. Oiling the scalp was necessary because my scalp felt a little dry. So if your hair is not freshly washed, you will need to do this. Make sure you do this before you start. For hair prep, it goes without saying, if you're going to be braiding your hair, you should have washed your hair and moisturized and done everything that needed to be done before the day you need to braid. I always say that it's way easier if you wash your hair and do the deep conditioning and moisturizing the day before you need to braid, or maybe a few days before you need to braid. That way you give your scalp time to breathe, you give your hair time to breathe, and you also give yourself time to rest and recover before you get into the real work of braiding, because braiding takes a lot of time and it also takes a lot of energy. So take note of this. In addition to washing, deep conditioning and moisturizing, my hair has been blow dried, so it's stretched, and because I blow dried it, I had to put it into cornrows to preserve that stretch. Now let me quickly say, if you're a beginner and you don't really know how to parting your hair and doing the cornrows is a good way to have the parting and the layout for your braids. So if you now want to do your braids, all you will have to do is loosen the cornrows one by one and then part into smaller sections for your braids before you finish, instead of loosening all of the cornrows and having to start your part or pre-part from scratch. And this is my hair. We're done with the loosening of the cornrows. Now we're getting into pre-parting. Remember I said my initial plan was to spend 6 hours on this hair. Guys, the minute I did my pre-part and I was trying to even get the first part done, I knew that I was already going to spend a lot of time here because I couldn't see what was happening at the back. So I had to just end the video briefly and go in to take my time to do this pre-part. The pre-parting you see here took 1 hour. It took exactly 1 hour, guys, and I've not even parted into the smaller sections for each braid. So as soon as I was done with the pre-part, I just realized there's no need to rush. Let me just come and sit down and take my time, and you won't believe the amount of time I ended up spending to get these braids done. Mind you, inside the 6 hours, I did not include the time for preparing the extensions, for parting out the extensions, for trimming the extension. I did not even include the time for parting my own hair. I just called out 6 hours for braiding my hair from start to finish. So it's as if I had forgotten that I was going to do other kinds of prep, and that's what made the entire hairstyle take so long to start and to finish. Here I am preparing my extensions, and for each of the extensions I sprayed a generous amount of oil spray. If you have oil sheen, that works as well. The oil in the oil spray is going to make the curls separate easier. You know, it's French curls and the curls are all joined together and spiral. So spraying the oil first is going to help you separate the hair easier and it makes it less tangled. So this was an excellent tip that I learned, and I was very satisfied. When I did this, I spent way less time compared to the first time that I had tried French curls, and I did not use any oil spray or any kind of grease to separate my extensions. Also, spraying the oil on the extensions before you use them keeps the curls intact, and it also makes the extensions and your hair last even longer. If you have watched so far, give this video a thumbs up to help with engagement, to help the video to be shown to more people here on YouTube who need tutorials like this. And also, if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and the bell beside so you'll be notified whenever I post new content. My old subscribers who are watching, thanks for joining me for another video, and new subscribers and new viewers who are just finding me, I hope you like what you see. Just keep watching and I promise you would not be disappointed. You will learn a lot. Definitely you would need to check out the rest of my videos for tutorials on anything and everything about natural healthy hair care. This is the first time I'm trying boho French curl braids, and the first section was a test to figure out how I wanted the hair to look, how many curls I was going to leave out per braid, and to just get the lay of the land in terms of the hairstyle, what I needed to do, how I was going to go about this entire process. So I took my time to get the first braid done. When it comes to this type of boho, since you are picking out the hair from each portion you are braiding, you are going to have to be very careful so that you also don't leave out your natural hair, especially if your natural hair is long and kinky. So after I was done with the first braid, I secured the end. I just stopped braiding a little after my hair, but I gave enough space so that I'll be able to cut off the extensions when it was time to loosen the hair. And then I added my super glue to secure the end. Because of the nature of the French curl, it loosens very fast. The super glue holds the hair in place and stops that loosening from happening. Once I was done with that, I looked at the first braid. Now, because the curl and the French braid itself is very loose and it lays very flat, I needed the hair to be as full as I could get it. And I also had to take into consideration the fact that I only had 2 packs of hair. So because of that, I wasn't able to leave out too much of the curls, but I did end up leaving out 6 curls per portion of braid, and that was how it went. And now I'm going to show you how I braid the back. The biggest problem for a lot of people is braiding the back of the hair to look as neat as the sides. This is how I got mine done. The key to braiding the back straight when you add extensions is by looking forward, holding your head as still as you can, and when you start your braid and you begin to feed in your extension, just keep going in a single direction towards the back for as long or as far as you can go. As you braid, it will get to a point where you have to turn the hair towards your left or your right, depending on the part of the back of your head you're braiding. Once you have braided long enough and you can hold the hair towards your left side or your right side comfortably, then you turn that hair towards the left or right side and make sure you straighten the braid out like I'm doing here. So straighten the braid out, turn it to the right side, that will enable you braid well, and then continue. Now for the back or the center of my head, when I was braiding, I had to wait until I turned the hair to my left or right side before I started picking out the curls, just to make sure that I did not pick my hair out as I was picking out the curls. So make sure you do yours this way. Now, I ended up spending 16 hours on these braids. From the time I started my pre-part up until the time I was done with the last braid, I finished just before 12 a.m. of the next day. Yeah, if you're wondering how long the entire thing took, that's how long it took. I usually don't like to leave my styles that I'm doing till the next day or 2 days later or 3 days later to finish. I like to just take one day and finish an entire style. So that's why it took that long, and I made sure I finished the hairstyle. But you don't have to do it this way. You can definitely split yours into different days, especially if you're doing it by yourself. It takes a lot out of a person, and this included breaks as well, food breaks, snack breaks, and just little rest periods because it was very tasking. this was how I parted my hair into smaller portions for each braid to save me time, and also to make sure that all of the portions were equal. One was not bigger than the other. So you can also do this. It really helps. So after your pre-part, the pre-part is to make sure your lines are straight first, and the smaller portions are the ones you're going to braid. For these ones, try to make sure that all of them are almost the same in size so that your braids come out looking very neat and equal. This is what the braids are looking like at this point. They are coming out really lovely, and so far I'm impressed. So because they are French curls are usually very flat, and the hair has already been dipped in water to have that curl, so you won't need to dip your hair in water anymore after you are done. That takes care of that, so the hair flows very well. No need for hot water. Take note of that. And for your leave out, you can leave out as much hair as you want per section or per braid. Just know that the more hair you leave out, the more packs of extensions you will have to use, so you need to take note of that as well. I had to leave out the quantity of hair that was going to allow 2 packs of extensions be enough for me without having to go out to get more extensions in the middle of getting my hair done. So if you would like to have a lot of leave out, you can just go ahead and buy more packs of extensions so that you get exactly what you want. And now I'm going to go ahead and finish the braid. So you're going to see me braid some sections now from start to finish. Watch carefully so that you can really get the technique and you can really see exactly how I made each braid and how I pulled out the hair and continued braiding my own hair. I didn't leave my hair out, so you have to be very careful about this, especially if your hair is long and kinky. I have said this before, so be very careful so that you don't leave out your hair. There's no point leaving out your hair so that your hair does not get damaged or it does not cut just because you got these braids. So let's braid a few sections. And we are done. Let me know in the comments if you'll be willing to try something like this. Remember, you definitely don't need to try it by yourself. You don't need to braid yourself. You can take the entire look to the salon to get it done. For preservation, I put my hair in a high bun at night or whenever I wanted the hair out of my face. I preferred the high bun to the 2 pigtails as people wearing to preserve French curls, and that worked very well for me. And then the last thing, I did end up having to cut my French curls to a shorter length because I preferred it that way. That's it. Thanks so much for watching this video, guys. I'll see you in my next one.